What's going on, YouTube? What's up, X? We're back. What an ugly day of manipulation, profit-taking manipulation, cash cow, whatever you guys want to call it. But it is not a pretty day in the crypto world. We're going to try to break it down for you guys. We're going to see if we can find any live trades right now. But as of right now, Bitcoin and some of these alts are just, they're at a make or break point. Bitcoin goes any lower than this 85, I think 83 grand. We're going to have to been watching this hyper liquid. Look at Bitcoin popping right now. And, you know, hyper liquid just isn't doing it, dude. Hype's having a problem. Look at this. This thing's Mayday. Oh, man. Don't know what's going on with our little boy Hype right there, man. I love trading Hype because it was a really strong player. But let's go over Bitcoin. Let's go over some quick analysis, guys. This morning, we got to see some serious volatility. Look at this bad boy all the way up, 100% retracement. We even got to see some of the best. Man, I was watching our boy CryptoFace. Had an absolute banger, dude. He caught that bad boy right in here. Boom. And I can't believe what I saw. This was nuts, man. Just pure sickness, huh? I got to ask you guys, how's everybody feeling in the markets after witnessing this this mess? What up? What's going on the OGKB? You got our boy Gates to Profit here. We got Slim Crazy. It was a good stream. I just went on live with Discover Crypto. Went on live with Discover Crypto with Drew and Kelly. It was a good stream. We are seeing the ETF outflows. They are offloading Bitcoin, but you know what? I have this little theory that I think is playing out right now. So we can obviously see Bitcoin. Let's just go out to the daily and we can see it looks like dog shit. All right, absolute dog shit. Just kind of just this Wyckoff pattern playing right here, and that's what Kelly was showing, is that this Wyckoff right here, as they were telling us, new all-time highs, the whole 9 yards. This is there, let's actually pull it up, the Wyckoff. And we'll break it down real quick here. So if we were to look here at a Wyckoff, we can see this exact pattern is playing out, almost identical. We're technically just right here getting ready to go for our new lows, down towards 70 grand. Really, I have a macro golden pocket right around 76, 77,000. And we'll go over that. But look at this. This is a absolute Wyckoff pattern. If we were to look at this, all right, if we see this pattern here, we come back over to Bitcoin, we can see it is very, very, very identical here. Boom, boom, boom. Looks, and then it comes down and then buckles. So look at that yellow line, and then look at the Wyckoff. Yellow lines matching up, breakdown. All we're waiting for is this next minor little pop, and then we can finish off on phase E. So it does look like something like that is absolutely playing out on Bitcoin. We are witnessing the Wyckoff play out. So I have targets right now for Bitcoin. If we were just to go out to a 3-day, I really have targets. If we pull down from $50,000 up to our all-time high, I do think that Bitcoin has a higher probability of touching this this golden pocket here. And this is right around, let's see. This is going to be right around $76,000 to $78,000, somewhere in here. Somewhere in here. So it just looks something like this. Boom. Somewhere down in here. And then we probably will get some type of relief rally. Now, I do think that also, not to be 100% bearish, I do think that Bitcoin can have a little Santa relief rally. I mean, we're due for a couple of freaking green weeks here, dude. I mean, for fuck's sake, this thing's just heading down, huh? I mean, just straight heading down. And so maybe we come down, sweep the lows first. I've been talking to a lot of other traders, and they do believe that maybe we come down and just sweep these lows real quick, kind of sweep these lows, and then we can probably get some a nice little relief rally. But for right now, guys, this is a very, very, very horrible price action to be trading. You guys can see that I was watching Jason Casper's. I was watching his, man, and you guys can see that there's just nobody wanting to trade this. There's nobody that wants to trade this price action, dude. This is horrible price action. You can't trust any of it. You can't trust any of it. But there is a specific way to trade it, and that is the CryptoCrank Radical Scalp method. Yesterday, we absolutely annihilated it. We had a nice 4-hour long stream in my my Patreon. Would love to show you guys all about it. Let's go over here to my X. And yesterday, guys, we absolutely had it. It was I mean, yesterday's exact lesson was do not let your emotions interfere with the process. All right, guys, it's going to be up to you to be disciplined, follow with your risk management, follow with your trading strategy, follow the rules, and do not deviate. And the only person that can interfere with that is you. So you must stick to the plan. Do not let your emotions interfere with the process. I mean, man, you absolutely killed it yesterday. It was good to get some wins. Today is, we don't really have much going on today. I've been saying I wanted to take the hyper liquid trade, because it's been coming down quite a bit. I want to see if Bitcoin starts to recover, then I'm probably going to look at hyper liquid. I'll probably look to take that trade on hype. It's just coming down way too much, man. Either between 20, 25 and, it's at 24.50 right now. I said anything below 25, I wanted to long it because really the next level on hype is going to be all the way down towards $20 towards the end of that wick. But we got to take it level by level. Bitcoin right now, no real bounce. No real bounce. I mean, we came down to this little support. You guys could see that we were holding this from earlier. I mean, this was yesterday's price action. We came down here to 85,400. We are getting another bounce from it, but unless Bitcoin can try to work its way out of this, man, I could see it just rolling back over, and I do think it's going to just sweep those lows underneath. And if you guys are just tuning in from X, if you guys could please like and subscribe, follow me on X, on YouTube. Like the video, guys. Get over inside of the gateway to the Coliseum. It's my free Telegram. Would love to see all of you guys in there. We are doing live trading. We're going to see if we can get any live trades today during this price action here. But we have almost 50 of you guys watching right now. If you guys could please like and subscribe, greatly appreciate it. So again, with Bitcoin and its price action here, we really just need to see if I'd be sitting back in limbo right now until we have just a clear. It is obviously coming down, but is this the bottom? I don't think so. I think it would make sense that we just kind of just sweep the lows and then we pop up. We're so close. I mean, we're within what, 5-6%? Yeah, look, this is easy work, guys. Bitcoin just did that. Look at this nasty ass candle right here. Bitcoin literally just did that. What was this candle right here? From here to here was 5%. We could easily throw just one more, sweep the lows, and then I think we might finally get that opportunity to get towards that $96,000 right up in here. You can see we just kind of just boop. I can totally see that. We rinse them all out. And then we come up and then we take out. The other thing too, guys, when price has such a huge sell wall like this, a liquidity wall, everybody that's holding these shorts right here just asking to get blown out of the water. I mean, this is just Absolutely. I do think that they are going to blow these shorts out of the water. Everybody that's been holding these shorts right here are just asking for a seriously hard green candle. Do we get it for the Santa rally? Do we get it at the beginning of the year? Do we get it tomorrow? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. All we could do is just get prepared. Some of the coins that I'm looking at buying spot, we'll go over those as well. If Bitcoin does continue this down towards 80 or below, I'm looking at Solana. I think if Solana sweeps the lows just one time, one good sweep on Sol, somewhere in here, I want to take this trade. Something right in there. One more good sweep, maybe a double bottom down here towards this $96. I'd be looking to be taking Solana. Nice big trade right there. There's a lot of meat on the bone on these trades, guys. You just have to be patient. Do not interfere with the process. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. We're trading. Let the price action come to us. It is a must. Let the price action come to us. So if we do end up seeing this price come down to anything below $100, I mean, you guys can imagine these are 20, 30% pumps, man, just to get back to where we're currently at. I do think that this could easily happen on all these alts if Bitcoin comes back down towards 80 grand. Same thing with Ethereum. ETH has the macro golden pocket right here. I am looking at 2600s. If we pull it from the lows to the highs, look at how perfect it matches up, guys, just right in here. If we dip kind of just right down below this, I am looking to take this trade. 2600s, low 26, 25s. Let me just rephrase that. I'm looking to take those trades based off of Bitcoin. I need to start seeing market cipher. I need to start seeing some rounding out. I need to start seeing some bounce movement, man. I need to start seeing some bounce movement from Bitcoin in order for me to take any of these altcoin trades. Okay? Any of them. Because again, we can have the most beautiful altcoin trade. The levels line up, everything looks beautiful, and Bitcoin just comes in and fucks it all up. Make sure that if you guys are trading any of these altcoins, the strategy literally states mimic the altcoins to Bitcoin or don't take the trade. Do not interfere with the process. All right. Oh man, it was definitely a good stream. It was good seeing Kelly and Drew. My voice is a little shaky. I was karaokeing last night, just me and my wife. It was a good time. We were having a good old time together. No kids. Some karaoke. We were dancing, singing our hearts out. It was cool. Solana. So again, if we come down to any of these price actions, I'm looking to take these trades. Does it happen tonight? Maybe. Does it happen over the next couple days? Maybe. We just really got to watch Bitcoin, guys. It is on the cusp right now. It is absolutely on the cusp. Could totally break down 5-6%. Close out all of these longs from here. Let's also look at the heat map real quick. Let's take a quick peek at the heat map. Let's go to the heat map. I would assume that almost all the liquidity is going to be directly underneath those wicks. But let's see. Let's zoom out. I'm not seeing anything. Let's keep zooming out even farther. Right above us on those wicks at 90,800s. Again, 96 is lit up like a Christmas tree up here. Obviously, this would just blow out all these shorts. Let's go out to the 1 year and really zoom out. Today's move really crushed everybody. It crushed all the shorts. It crushed all the longs. I mean, this move today, guys, totally just rinsed everybody out. I mean, this was a nasty move right here. They rinsed out all the shorts. They rinsed out all the longs. Just crushed everybody, man. Look at this move. I know a lot of people, my poor buddies, man, they're hurting right now. They are hurting. This move. I know some traders, man, that were just waiting to get out of some bad altcoin trade, man. Some bad altcoin trades. And they had that opportunity today on this wick, but it happened so fast, man. The next 10 minutes from this just bled straight out. And if you didn't have an opportunity to close, now you're really fucked. You're pinched. Totally pinched. was a good stream. Yeah, it was a good stream. Shout out to everybody that's joining me today. I greatly appreciate it, guys. Again, would love to try to find some live trades here, but we got to let that price action come to us. We do not really, we don't have an established range for Bitcoin. I'd say maybe something like this, but this is tough price action right now, guys, to trade. Even if we were to take a Bitcoin long right now, I would probably keep stops directly underneath for any type of scalps. I would not be holding these, because if this breaks here, this thing can waterfall pretty good, man. Right down, our next level is going to be down here towards this 83, 84 grand. And if we start nuking 83, 84, then, 80 grand is on our next play. Really, everything is just in limbo. I just wanted to come online and tell everybody just to be patient. Let that price action come to you. Don't force anything. Now is not the time to be chasing the price, because it's going to bite you, man. It is going to bite you. Bitcoin has not found a bottom just yet. Like I said, I would love to try to find a live trade while we're here, but bad price action, guys. If you are looking to trade anything, I would say let's trade gold. I am a big proponent of trading gold. Shout out to zoomex. That is my trading partner, guys. Shout out to zoomex. Make sure before January, but before December 31st, let me show you. Make sure before December 31st, guys, that you lock in your VIP tier 4. Lock in your VIP tier 4 starting January of next year. I'm going to be taking that out and dropping it to tough acting to acting, baby. Tough acting to acting for sure. This price action is rough, man. I have a feeling it's going to be a shitty couple days, and we're just going to need to sit back, be patient, let the price action come to us. And again, shout out to zoomex. They are my trading partner, guys. I do almost all of my trading here on zoomex. But lock in your VIP tier 4. You do not need to trade $100 million in order to get VIP 4. CryptoCrank and the Coliseum locked it in for you guys. Locked it in. You could also trade gold on zoomex. This chart is beautiful, guys. Gold's looking like she's ready just for another ripper, man. I mean, this thing looks like she's coiling up right now. She is absolutely coiling up again, guys. I wouldn't be surprised. We call it a trumpet. We get a nice little trumpet just blow on out of here. Boom. We're probably coming up to like 4380s, maybe 4400 for a new all-time high. Anything really above this right here, we are going to see a new all-time high. But this is looking beautiful for gold. I do think that because of these ETFs, I would like to try to find out if we can see Ben Cowan's. He's got those tools where you can overlay all the charts. I'd really like to see Bitcoin ETF sell-offs and crypto ETF sell-offs into, I think, silver and gold. Silver is just getting ready for a blow-off top, all right? Silver is just asking for a blow-off top, guys. If we go to all-time highs here, let's go to this. This isn't a top yet. This isn't you see how just a blow-off top. Boom. I think that silver's in its parabolic phase right now. I think we're probably going to see this 80, 90 bucks, something stupid for silver for the first time in history, where this thing just goes nuts. I would really like to see if we can into the crypto versus tools. I love how he's able to overlay all these charts and have all the comparables. What are the fees with tier 4? I just showed you, man. Look at my screen real quick. Pretty much freaking close to 0.00012. I mean, I'm trading with $1 million positions, man, left and right, and the fees are nothing. $40 to get in. $20 to get in, nothing. Hardly anything. The guys at my entire crew in the Coliseum love it. Everybody in the gateway to the Coliseum is signed up. Lock in your VIP tier 4s, man. It is a huge game changer when you're scalping. You maximize the trade. Maximize the trade. And you can do that by limiting in, limiting out. And if you got to market out, at least you have some of the best fees on the market on a very high liquidity exchange. But yeah, jump into Max Rocks. Jump inside of the Telegram, and we'll get you all set up. All of you guys that are new, jump and just click on the Telegram. It's really easy. It's free. Get into the Telegram. Surround yourself with the everyone from the Coliseum. Myself. We have a whole lot of perks, man. One thing that I do too, other than the fees for the community, is we do a lot of big giveaways. These guys are collecting. Like last month, I saw almost, I don't know, maybe 15 people, man, with trade coupons of $450, $500, $250 of extra just free money to trade with. I'm running a campaign every single month. And I'm not one of those guys that are just always hunting for new users, man. I take care of everybody in the Coliseum and the gateway to the Coliseum. And I'm always doing something for current users. We're doing this together. We are traders before we're influencers. We're doing this together. But yeah, lock in that VIP tier 4, guys. Get on zoomex with me. But gee. Oh, can you guys hear me? Everything back? How long have I been out? Can you guys hear me? Yo, Bits of Wealth. Good to see you. Hey guys, if you guys can, follow Bits of Wealth on his YouTube channel. He is an excellent analyst. They call him chart guys, baby. They call him chart guys, but make sure to go follow Bits of Wealth, guys. He does great, excellent TA. I always tell everybody to. Okay, cool. There we go. Yep, audio is working. I always tell all of my audience to make sure if you guys are following other traders and other influencers to back test everything that they're telling you guys, because there's a lot of clout out there. There's a lot of influencers that are not traders. There's a lot of guys that aren't showing you the losses. They're not showing you the wins. You guys know I'm a big proponent of showing you guys my losses, my wins. We're real ones out here in the Coliseum. Absolutely follow Bits of Wealth, guys. Again, on AVAX, AVAX is the only coin that I have a kind of a problem with right now. It is nuked almost every single level. There is nothing holding. Our next major level is going to be close to $10, guys. There is a lot of meat on the bone on this trade here for Avalanche. Now, there's nothing wrong with Avalanche. When we don't have quarterly earnings like we do with our stocks. We don't have any of these things for cryptocurrency. So how do we find out if the project is doing well? We got to find out, are the devs still building? Are the partnerships still strong? Is the chain still being utilized? All right. And there's nothing wrong with Avalanche, guys. It is just, it is having a hard time right now, but I will be buying some Avalanche, and these are great trades underneath $10. And again, when I say that there's a lot of meat on the bone on these trades, go from, I mean, anything at $10 back to just where we're at right now. That's 30, 40, 50. Dude, it's easy for Avalanche to get to $16. There's so much meat on the bones on these trades, guys, but we got to follow Bitcoin, and we got to see what Bitcoin's going to do. We got to see where Bitcoin's bottom is going to be. If Bitcoin comes down for a double bottom at 80, that could be a play down at 80. I do think that because we're so close now that the liquidity sweep is going to happen, that we sweep all of these guys. Boom. I would say 70. Again, if we just zoom out, we did this at the beginning of the stream. If we just pull this fib from these lows to our highs, guys, everything's lining up. Everything is lining up for a $75,000, $78,000 Bitcoin. Everything is lining up for this right here. And it would make total sense. Just sweep them, close them all out. I don't think also this big bear flag, bear's pennant bear flag right here, I don't think that this plays out. I don't think that we're going down below 50. I mean, and this is going from the high to the low. I don't think that this is going to be playing out like that. You know what I mean? That would be pretty crazy. And I got to be honest with you. If this did happen, I'm buying me a couple bitty. I'm going to have to just bite the fucking bullet, and we're going to have to buy some Bitcoin. But I just don't think that we're going to be coming down to that 50K. We're just going to take it level by level. Today, we saw some serious manipulation. Not even really manipulation, guys. We have ETF outflows. CryptoFace said it best. When you invite the ETFs into cryptocurrency, you invited to dance with the devil. They are using this thing as a cash cow. And I would have to ask Bits. I would like to ask Bits what you think, man. I wanted to see if we can maybe get a hold of Ben Cowan's tool into the cryptoverse where we can see gold, silver ETFs overlaid on Bitcoin. And I'd like to see if, I mean, dude, silver's on fire, but it looks like during this Wyckoff right here, on this huge Wyckoff that we had, this Wyckoff right here, and then down, very similar to what I was showing these guys here on the Wyckoff. I would like to see, because as we're big looking at XAU gold on Bitcoin, it's ripping, and now silver's finally ripping. I would like to see if these Black Rocks, these Vanguards, these Van Eycks, all of these, if they're offloading, Bitcoin for silver. I mean, guys, I would say so. I would love to see the data on that to see. I mean, look at this. Bitcoin's just happens to be freaking tanking like fuck. Same thing with gold. They're both just getting ready to rip. Gold looks insane right now. Gold's getting ready to trumpet again. This thing's coiling up for a trumpet, baby. I don't think you're going to see a triple top like that. If this thing just barely pops up and then rolls over, I think this is coiling up pretty good for a big trumpet. Wouldn't be surprised to see. And then same thing with silver. Silver's it's entering into its parabolic state. $80, $90 for silver before it pulls back. Pretty good. AVAX, like I was telling you guys, I'm looking to buy right underneath this last line right down in here, 1070s. Pretty easy for it to hit if Bitcoin does sweep the 80K. That's only a 10, 11% drop. I'd be looking at something like that. XRP, man, is on. XRP is holding on by a thread as well, guys. I'd be saying that XRP, next big bottom, 162, 162s. It's about another 10 to 14% drop, 162s for these. If XRP does this, I would actually like that. And the reason being is we have this huge amount of liquidity sitting here that are just, you could stop everybody out. Everybody right here. Look at that. Every single time we've come down to these, we bounce. This drop from right here took everybody out here. Everyone re-long, got rinsed out again. Something like that. And I think if Bitcoin is, I'm watching it right now, guys, on the exchange. If Bitcoin's going to get a little bounce right now, I told you guys I wanted to take the hyper liquid trade. It's come down quite a bit. If Bitcoin shoots up just a tad right now. Let's go over here. This is one of my my funded prop accounts here. We got 50K on it, guys. I'm going to enter inside, so I'm taking the hyper liquid trade. This is what they call an instant pro account, guys. Shout out to Klein Funding. It's a funded account, 50 grand. But I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this trade. This thing's come down quite a bit. Expectations for the trade are going to be like 25.20, maybe 25.60, depending on if Bitcoin can get a little, somewhat of a little rally. Solana hype. Chainlink. Chainlink loves touching 1014. 1014. It touches 1014 a lot. A lot, guys. 1040, I mean 1040, a lot. Every single time we've come down to this 1040, we get a pretty strong bounce. I'd be looking for that on Chainlink. And that's, if I had to guess, what is that, a 10, 15%? 15% as well. It's lining up with almost every single one of these coins, guys. Everything. XRP, Solana. ETH on the golden pocket, I'd be saying we need to take that trade as well. 2,600. It needs to hold. I'd be really, really bummed out, dude, if ETH does not hold this golden pocket right here. Just because if it does, next stop is it's going to be in the low twos, man. 2,200s, 2,250s, 2,150, something down in here. It can get pretty freaking ugly for ETH. I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful day. If you guys could please like and follow, hit the subscription button, follow me on X. We're coming out to you guys, giving you guys just some preparation for when price action comes to us. Again, guys, the lesson for today and yesterday is do not interfere with the process. Stick to the process, guys. Don't get overwhelmed or get emotional in this price action. It'll eat you alive. It'll eat your accounts alive. All right. Let's see. BNB has been holding up pretty well. And BNB, let's just do this, has been holding this golden pocket. It hasn't been dumping like the rest, guys. We need to follow the stronger projects. We need to trade the stronger projects. BNB has been holding pretty well. Now, I do think that we can come down and flip a lot of this into support. We haven't really back tested it. It looks something like this. Again, look, we finally broke out. Kind of a back test on top of this, but after this big move like this, I'd like to see this thing come right back down to this towards $700. $700, kind of line up with something like that. Multiple touches on a trend line, and then we could rip on out of here. Boom. I'd like to see something like that on BNB. And BNB is a great token to trade. Lots of liquidity, guys. The moves are pretty easy almost every single day. It does its own thing. I know a lot of other channels, too, are looking at Zcash. Let's see if old Zcash finally took a hit. It's been counter-correlated to Bitcoin. Let's go to ZEC. Did it tank today with it? Kind of. I mean, we're still at 380. I really thought that this sucker was going to come up towards 580, man. Another thing, too, guys, when we pull these fibs, Zcash ripped. Zcash absolutely ripped. It is bouncing from the golden pocket. I figured if it does, then we got a pretty good shot. Boom. Boom. Targets for me was going to be right around 580, 570 right in here. And the only way I get that target is pulling that fib from highs to lows right up in there at that 580. 580 was going to be the target for me. What's up, Crypto Gang Hub? More watching than the like. Smash that like button. I'd appreciate it, guys, man. I come out of my shell to kind of trade with you guys. Otherwise, I'm just trading myself. I'm posting my PNLs, dude. I'm hanging out with the Coliseum and my Patreon. I'm coming out here and just, again, ain't nobody know what the fuck the price is going to do. All we can do is lay it out there so that way when the price action comes to us, we're not surprised and we have a game plan. I will not be surprised if Bitcoin comes down below 80 grand. Why? We just mapped out that there's multiple different levels on where we should be getting a bounce from. So when that price action gets there, we're not going to be surprised. Same thing. If Bitcoin can absolutely get this Santa rally and squeeze up towards that 96K. I heard another trader say on Bitcoin that, a $14,000 candle is typically what happens, man. A $14,000 price action. And what do you know? If we were just to go from somewhere from where we're at right now, maybe a wick. I mean, $14,000 price action, dude. It's 10 grand actually from right here. Let's go. So let's just say if it just took the lows, just swept the lows, 14 grand would be right around 94. I think 90 guys, this could absolutely, Bitcoin can easily. I don't know if it's going to happen. Dude, but could Bitcoin absolutely do a squeeze? After witnessing today, man, we literally just had a 6% candle today, just fucking dropped, ripped up and tanked. But again, as traders, guys, all we're doing is we're just working probabilities and working for our strategy, and we're playing by the rules. Stick to your rules, guys. I do not deviate from my rules. And yeah, Crypto Gain Hub, I'm inside of a trade. I'm inside of a hyper liquid trade. It's slow growing right now, man. If we get anywhere below this, I'll probably take a little $500 loss, about $500, but I'm going to take this trade on hyper liquid. And again, guys, this is just you guys see me trade with multiple different accounts. Shout out to Klein Funding. All right, this is what they call an Instant Pro account. It's a funded account. All righty, it's a funded account, and this is what we're going to use to trade for today, because I'm not going to be using any of my big boy accounts to trade any of this price action. Dude, this is dog shit, guys. You guys know how I like to trade. I will wait for a range to come to me. I will scalp these ranges. I'm not trying to catch a falling knife right now, but I do think that Hyperliquid's taken a serious beating compared to most. If Bitcoin can recover at all, my moves, like I said, I'm not looking for something crazy, just, little 2%, little 2-3% move. I'm not using any leverage. I'm only using 1x, but we're playing with 50 grand. Just an easy trade, baby. Maybe. We'll see. Otherwise, I'm going to take if we break below that level that it bottomed out at 24.50, I'll just take the loss. If there's any coins that you guys want me to look at, I greatly appreciate it. I'll chart them out for you guys. We'll take some requests. What are you guys looking at? We have almost 100 of you guys watching. Again, greatly appreciate it. If you guys could just please like, subscribe, smash that like button for me. If the market settles, it would be great if tonight we could do a scalp and chill. Try to smash some of these trades, dude. It would be wicked if we got even just like I said, a 2-3% pump on the alts, dude. That's all we're working with. Give us a nice little solid range on Bitcoin. Give us a little solid range on Bitcoin. I know a lot of you guys are looking at Arrow. You guys like Arrow? We'll look at that real quick. We will look at Arrow, and I tell you what, it looks even worse. Guys, these new coins are going to get battle tested, all right? These brand new coins like Arrow, Plume, Morpho, Linea, All of these new tokens, you guys, are literally about to be battle tested right now if Bitcoin breaks 80 G's. So I'm looking to make my first arrow purchase somewhere below 36 cents. I would say 36 cents, somewhere like this. I would take that, like 38 to 36 cents. I'd be looking at something like that for arrow. These things can drop a lot more. If everything else can drop, you guys, I'm looking at 10, 15% drops. These newer tokens, you guys, can absolutely come down 20, 25. Pretty easy. So I'm looking to make my first arrow purchase right around, 36. If we get anything below that, like 32, then I might throw, like I had a plan of like $7,500, throw $7,500 at it, and that'll be my gamble. Some people are liking these things like Plume. I don't touch this stuff because look at this. I ain't touching this shit. This is bad. This thing is absolutely getting ready to put in new lows on Plume. Listing price came down on the Binance Wick. This thing's going to probably pull a WorldFi and come down to, I mean, this is negative down here. This is fucking zero. This thing's going to come down to probably 1 cent, which is going to be at the bottom of this right here. 1 cent for arrow. What's the other one? Oh yeah, Morpho. I always pick on these coins, man. I know so many people that like these things, but I don't touch these things. Like Morpho's getting ready, absolutely getting ready to nuke below this. The only thing we can go off of next, guys, is that it's going to end up coming down towards that 89 cents. Right in here. You can see every single time that we've touched this area, we bounce. We are at it right now. If Bitcoin comes and breaks below that 80 G's, man, then you guys like the Morphos and the Plumes and the arrows, you're going to get a hell of an opportunity, because I tell you what, if you're in that fucker at $1, you want a DCA, and if you believe in it. So let's see here. ARK is crazy. Look at ARK. Is this it? Is the price right around 4 cents? Golly, dude, this thing went nuts at the listing on Mexi, huh? This right here reminds me of freaking WorldFi, when we traded WorldFi. All right, so on this bad boy here, I'm trying to hold this little. God, these coins, you guys, are just so fucking volatile. This looks, this thing's, I don't know, man, on these coins right here. At any second, they can pop off. At any second, these things can pop off. The only time that I really trade shit coins, you guys, is if I have a smoking day. If I go and make, I don't know, whatever the dollar amount, $2,000, $4,000, $5,000 in a day, and I go over and I look at the charts and I see coins that like that jelly, Pippin. If I see some of these things that are up 80% and the volume's pumping in it, then yeah, I can top blast or short these things, and I'll play with, $250, $500 with 10x leverage and make a killing and kill those coins. But I don't invest I don't invest in coins like that, man. I don't touch those things. That's not me. If you guys, let's also look at BTC dominance. I don't do it. This isn't good for your altcoins. This isn't good either, man. The fact that this thing comes back up towards 61 and a half, man. 61 and a half. These altcoins are going to get pummeled. This little couple percent right here, a little 2.5%. There's your 15% drop on your altcoins that I'm talking about. Pretty freaking easy. Super easy, as a matter of fact. Let's look at UST dominance. You know, these guys, that dude Trader Geo is really big on these. And I tell you what, we're up at the top of the range right now. If this thing breaks out, this is another thing, guys. If dominance, UST dominance breaks out, Bitcoin dominance, I mean, dude, these altcoins are just going to get freaking pummeled, dude. All those prices that we just went over the last hour are going to be coming into fruition pretty quick and easy, like super quick and easy. 10, 15, 20% drops on these coins all day. Curve. And here we go, guys. We got a nice little trade rolling right now. We're up almost 500 bucks. We got a nice little trade rolling right now. Again, shout out to Klein Funding. Shout out to Klein Funding, guys. I got some nice discounts for the prop firm. If you guys would like to get a funded account, I have two of them. I have a $200K funded account and a $50,000 funded account. All right. We're up a little 430 bucks. We're doing pretty good. Bitcoin can just do a little bit of recovery. The target, guys, is going to be like right around 25.20, right up in here, 25.50, maybe. Let's see what happens. I mean, it's pretty good. No leverage again on these on these prop accounts, man. I don't really trade with leverage. They're such large accounts, dude, and you don't want to fuck them up. You don't want to blow your funded account, baby. We got requests for curve. Let's see here. Curve. Golly, this is another one. Curve looks just like ADA. I mean, not ADA. We were just looking at AVAX. God bless, dude. This thing's going to come down. And I mean, dude, really the next level right now, if it breaks this, where this big support was, you guys can see this was the big support. Every time we touched it, we bounced pretty hard. It's now or it's down here. Curve's going to drop anywhere between 22 and 26 cents. 22 and 26 cents, somewhere in there. Yeah, it's going to end up sweeping those lows, man. Right on. We're almost up 500 bucks. We'll take a quick 500 on this trade, huh? Almost there. Pretty good, pretty good. We won't make a withdrawal on this bad boy till we get to like 60, 65. Make it worth it. Keep it growing. What else do we got here? We had, what else were you guys looking at? The hype target. I already went over the hype target, 25.20. 25.20 would be good. What does 25.20 make us at 25? 25.20 would make a quick 870 bucks minus our fee, so $850, probably 850 bucks on the live stream. Pretty good. All based on Bitcoin, of course, though, guys. This is looking good. Yeah. Bitcoin, you kind of seen this little trend line that we got on Biddy right now. Something like that. We got a good opportunity. Let's see if Bitcoin can make just another little rise right up into here. I don't see why hype won't do it. Again, guys, the way my whole trading strategy works is I literally will mimic altcoins to Bitcoin, and I'll trade those altcoins, top altcoins. When Bitcoin pumps, altcoins pump. I'm sure you guys saw today what happens when Bitcoin dumps. Your altcoins dump. Super easy strategy, support resistance. Do not need to oversimplify it, overthink it. Simple trading is the best trading. Aave is a great one. All right, Aave is a great one. Anything under $100, bro. Anything below this, really? I mean, $100. Yeah. Let's see here. I charted this out earlier. I'd say right in here, dude, at 130s. Is that about the same 15%? No, it's about a 30%. Yeah, I'd be looking at anything like that, man. So you can see every single time massive support here at 120s, 125s. I'd be looking at something like that. It sweeps the lows like Bitcoin might sweep the lows right underneath here. Something like right in here, man. You can see great area to get it. Great area. Super simple. I like Aave. Aave is a killer project. One thing that's super special about Aave, if you guys didn't know, let me just show you. Give me a sec. We pulling back on our Hyperliquid. Just pulling back just a little bit. We'll have to check Bitcoin here in a sec. So the reason I particularly like Aave, let me show you guys. Every dollar that goes into Aave has to make the price go up. There's no more token unlocks. There's nothing. If you guys don't understand tokenomics of the coin, okay, the reason why certain projects can pump so hard, when we look at Aave, just real quick, and how hard it can pump from 100 to $380 and do that is because, again, look at the total token supply is 16 million. The total supply is 15.3 million. 90% of this token is already out, you guys. When this thing pumps, and Aave is a great project for lending and DeFi and borrowing against your assets. Aave is a killer project. Killer project. And again, look at these. All right. Most people don't really understand that, like on Chainlink, if you were to look at Link, most people don't understand based off of market cap, and we go to an all-time high, a $32 chain link is almost a $50 chain link back in 21. But it has a ton of more tokens out, All right. A ton more tokens. And that's how you have this dilution, guys, that literally a 16.8, our all-time high was a 20 billion right here. Yeah. A $33 chain link is almost equivalent to a $50 chain link in 2021. So look at some of these things, all right? Another really big project because, again, they're brilliant. They are brilliant. They fried 40 million tokens at a time. They were frying 40 million tokens at a time. BNB. Guys, I remember owning BNB tokens at close to $6-7. All right, a long time ago. Used to trade on Binance and was able to use them for my fees, and my fees were just so low. And that's the guys that were brilliant. As we were trading the token, the exchange just kept getting the tokens back, and then they'd burn 40 million at a time. Well, look, the reason why that price can pump so fucking hard is because the entire supply is out. BNB, man, do not sleep on BNB on any cycle. BNB is going to go to $5,000. BNB is going to $5,000. All right. Look at some of these things. If you guys missed an alt season, understand that, with your tokenomics, chain links, and the Aave, not Aaves, chain links and the avalanches, with the new tokens that are out, man, it's really hard for those coins to get up to those crazy prices, man. Does that make sense? I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen any of that stuff, but you guys got to look at some of these if you're going to be an investor. If you're going to be an investor of a token, you better understand what the fuck you're doing. I think somebody wanted me to look at H-bar. Let's look at H-bar. Mm. 8 cents, bro. 8 cents. I'd say 8 cents. I kind of changed. I've had to kind of change my. I've kind of changed my my bias a little bit. I didn't really take into account on any token the Binance Wick, the $19 billion Binance Wick on every single chart. And now I'm like, holy shit, dude, they're getting filled. Almost every single one of them. Bitcoins is filled. I mean, it looks like HBAR is going to fill it. Hype is filling it. XRP isn't. I mean, that's a long drop for XRP. That's $1.20, dude. That'd be crazy. Chainlink slowly filling it. It's kind of like XRP holding better than most, but Solana already filled it. I didn't take a lot into that. I mean, that didn't even exist on this coin. Imagine that. Binance coin didn't have the Binance liquidation wick. Litecoin, it's getting ready to fill some of this, but some of these tokens, dude, I can't believe that they're. I mean, when we originally recovered and we were up here, I thought, you know what? There's no way that the Binance wicks, it's a fluke. Absolutely not. We're coming down that 60%, bleeding to the right. A bunch of shit tokens. I mean, we're gonna participate and we're gonna buy them. Yep, hyper pulled way back. We got a file coin. You guys want to look at file coin? All right, let's look at file. Oh my god, we're on the daily. This thing's putting. Oh my god. Oh, don't touch file. Don't touch file coin. What in the world? Golly. Dude, this is like in failed asset territory. I'm just saying, this is like failed asset territory. This thing's coming down quite a bit, man. What's up with Filecoin? Is there bad news? What's going on? Goodness gracious. Filecoin looks tough, brother. I don't know about Filecoin. I don't know about Filecoin, dude. This looks bad. Just saying. I mean, let's go out to the weekly, try to see some of this. I mean, it's just clearly, I mean, just sweeping every single freaking low that's out there. I mean, this thing's coming down, dude. I mean, 70 cents to be hopeful. I don't know. I would say hold with what you got. But if you're looking to put new capital in, we've gone over some really, really strong projects. We've gone over some really strong projects that you can DCA in. And as always, guys, got to tell you, there's not financial advice during the live streams. There's a lot of these coins that I do own. There's a lot of, you guys see me trade live, but of course, we're always trading with fake money. I don't even know if you really have to say this shit. If you're really not like, it's for financial entertainment. Do people really have to say this stuff? Bitcoin pulling back still. Small little pullback. Let's see if she rolls over. How about Arkham, my man? Also, if you're way down, blue chip alps, would you hold or reposition at lower price? Dude, you don't sell at these prices, brother. It takes a man. Other channels have been shut down temporarily for not showing financial disclaimers. All right, well, there you go. I showed my financial disclaimer that this is all CryptoCrank and the trades that you see are with fake ass money, and the losses are fake, the wins are fake, and make sure that you guys understand that I'm just here for financial entertainment. With that being said, make sure to get inside of the Telegram. Make sure to get inside of the Coliseum. Follow me on X, YouTube. A lot of good alpha in there, guys, and we keep it simple. We keep it simple, baby. Simple trading is the best trading. How do I see the market in 1 year? So real quick, let's answer Todd's question real quick. First, you do not, this is not, dude, it takes a man. It takes a woman to sell. When Hyperliquid is up at, when we're up here, bro, this is, and it takes a man to sell these things, bro. It takes a real woman to sell. All right. This is not selling territory on Hyperliquid. On Litecoin, this is not selling territory. This is. All right. On Bitcoin, this is not selling territory. This is. You see, do you kind of understand what I'm saying? I would not be selling at a massive loss at these prices because let's answer your second question. Where do I see the market in a year? I want to know what Bitcoin does when we get below 80 grand. I believe Bitcoin's bottom is going to be between 50 and 65K, somewhere in there. Do we truly enter into a bear market? There's two cycle theories that are going on right now. Is the 4-year cycle over? Or is it a continuation? I guess there's three. Is the 4-year cycle broken and we're going to go into an extended cycle? Is the 4-year cycle intact? That answer literally comes in the next 30 to 60 days. If we don't see Bitcoin put in a new all-time high or at least try to recover towards 116 with a crazy little alt pump, do you see what I'm saying? Then we're going to know that the 4-year cycle's broken. Or, is the 4-year cycle intact and we're at the end and that what we saw was it? Bitcoin, this was a Bitcoin super cycle. We just didn't have an altcoin rally. And the 4-year cycle is intact. And next year of all 2026, all of 2026, do we enter into a crazy bear market? We can say that, the cycle's still intact without an alt season. Who gives a fuck? Bitcoin, you guys did a 6x. If you didn't buy Chainlink at $5, it went to 30. We still got a 5x. Solana from $10 to $300, a 20x. Really? XRP put in somewhat of a new all-time high by like $50, $100. I just think that when we invited the ETFs and we invited the devil to dance, and the money is not flowing into shitty ass altcoin narratives. It is flowing into true blockchain utility institutions. You see, it's a different cycle. I agree that way is a different cycle. We are in a Bitcoin super cycle. We're in an institutional rally. And anybody that keeps saying, well, I don't really believe in retail, dude. Retail wants money and retail's broke right now, bro. I can't imagine that we're going to see the same as 2021 with the meme coins and the DeFi seasons. I just can't imagine that we're going to see it like that again. So many bag holders, dude, are just fucked right now. You know what I mean? I just can't imagine. This is where the real ones buckle down. You guys need to start investing into, and again, we'll say it, not for financial advice, but I would say this is where Bitcoin breaks below 70K, dude. And it's almost pertinent, no matter what you're making, that you start putting $100 a week into Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to $1 million. All right. Bitcoin is 126 is going to be dwarfed. Bitcoin is coming up towards 320. Bitcoin is going to actually get up towards this 500. And then Bitcoin's going to end up getting towards this 720. And then it's going to get all the way up towards $1 million fucking dollars, you guys. When you understand what Bitcoin is, the network, all failing money, it's the 8th modern wonder of the world. Bitcoin is no joke. All right. Now, when we're talking about like Ethereum and other layer ones, dude, what's stopping freaking Google creating their own blockchain and rocking it out? What, Amazon and rocking it out? Everyone says, oh, it's too late. It's too late. They can't do that. Dude, out of nowhere, fucking Linea is partnered with Swift. You know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere, Chainlink. So I would say we got a a little bit of something there. I would say that everything's being built on ETH for sure. But do we know for certain that ETH is going to survive in 20 years? We're talking about your hard-earned money, bro. I would invest in ETH based on the narrative that institutions are building on it, and I would take it for what it's worth and enjoy the ride. Bitcoin, guys, you need to be giving this shit to your kids, in 20 years. That's how I like to, that's how I like to manage my money, dude. In the meantime, though, there's a lot of good trades. I do think, we'll mention one other thing. Hyperliquid just put the announcement in that they want to burn 13 million tokens or 13 billion tokens or something like that, whatever the number is. I think out of nowhere, guys, just when we saw it all, one thing that did surprise me this cycle, I always admired CryptoFace trading with tens of millions of dollars. Bad motherfucker. Bad dude. This cycle, out of nowhere, Hyperliquid comes up, goes from $10 to $50, allows you to put on decentralized exchange your wallets with leverage. It allowed these whales to come in, guys, and put $200 million on the books. These guys are putting 20, 30, 40, 50 million dollars at 40x leverage. Just when we thought we seen it all, that fucker James Wynn comes in and boom. Now, whether they're getting liquidated or not, I just never thought I'd see the day, dude, that Hyperliquid's a serious player. And again, it's also, because it's such a new token, it is also getting battle tested during this little mini bear market that we're having. It's also getting bear tested. Battle tested. So I'd say if we come back to reality of 10, 15, it ripped so fast, you guys, from literally April of 25 to September, it's up 500%. I want to actually own a nice large bag of Hyperliquid, anything below $20. I would love to hold this token and see what it does going into the next rally, because I don't think that this is our high of $55. Hyperliquid is a serious player, you guys, a serious player. Satoshi is dead and his wife doesn't want to sell because his legacy and she need the money. That wallet ain't getting sold, dude. That wallet, the Satoshi's wallet, dude, the Genesis wallet is locked in. Bitcoin is Google. ETH is Yahoo. Nice. Okay. JB Hulk Smash. Plus they're going to block his wallet when they soft fork to quantum resistance. How do you know? These are good theories. I hope all of that plays out, guys. Quantum defense, quantum computing, quantum resistance. Yeah, that's a big. If they're building quantum computing, they're building quantum defense for. And that's the other thing too, man, is, if the whole world goes to like a whole Web3 version, you know what I mean? Does Chainlink really need to exist? Do layer ones need to exist? I don't know, man. We're getting into the thick of it. But for one thing I can tell you is we're getting into the exponential age. Exponential age, guys. We have IPOs starting off at $1 trillion for OpenAI. Elon Musk fucking hates OpenAI. So he came out and said SpaceX at 1.5 trillion. It's on. We never thought we'd be seeing $1 trillion IPOs. How insane is that? We never thought. I knew Bitcoin was going to 100 grand for sure, but we're at 126. We're a tenth of the way there to $1 million. Next cycle will be 2-3 tenths. We're going to be at 200-300 grand. Bitcoin, when it gets back up there, is going to nuke 126. But I think me and a lot of other analysts believe we need all of this juice below us, man. We need all this juice below us, just like it did back here. Just how it got all, sold off, got all this juice right in here. Whammy. Comes down, takes all of this, takes some of this, hangs out, bang. And really what that looks like, you guys want to just do some quick little moon math, get the bars pattern right here. And we can just go from here to here. And then we go from here to there. And we go like that. And there's your 200K. Something like that. With probably some more violent dips, you know what I mean? But something like that. That's what we're looking at. I hate doing moon math because tomorrow is not promised. So we got to get it while it's hot too. How long we've been streaming, guys? We've been rocking out for a solid hour. That was a solid hour, guys, of some good TA. How's our trade looking? We're doing all right. We're still up, $250. It's trying to hold. But yeah, something like that. We grab all the liquidity, guys. We hit it here. We hit it here. Sideways trade, bang, new all-time high, quick pullback, flip it into support, hang out, bang. I could see something like that going into 2028, our next cycle, the next halving, next presidency, next everything, something like that. Do I think that we could just not have this part right here and not come down and we just go like that up to 160? I mean, if we did something like this, and it just 116s fakes everybody out and then really pushes up and we see something like this, maybe. We don't know. I think very highly unlikely. Again, the indicators that I use on the weekly, guys, the top is in for Bitcoin. On the weekly, just based off of market cipher, money flow's coming down. I mean, RSIs are coming down. Money flow's coming down. Last time it was like this. Could we see some little relief rally? Like right here where we're at? Like a little relief rally, and then it rolls over, and then we enter into the red. But that's on the weekly. Daily. The daily on Market Cipher is showing us that it's momentum to the downside is slowing down. Momentum on the downside is slowing down. So let's work it from the daily back. Momentum on the downside slowing down. Money flow is starting to get flat. All right. Last time it was kind of flat like that. It kind of curved in. Let's see. It's kind of flat right now. We want to see this curve in like that. You want to see this momentum wave finish off. Tight RSIs. And then you get your momentum wave when we cross back over like that. Boom. Cross back over into the green. So we cross back over into the green. So what we really want to see, all right, if this thing comes down on Bitcoin, comes down like that, this wave completes, we're at the zero line, we take that trade down there at that golden pocket, 75, 76, or a tad bit below it or above it. That's where we're going to take that long. This comes up, bang, boom, 116. And then we blow out this sell wall. This sell wall right here, guys, is just getting annoying with these dudes that are printing this fucking dough every single time. These dudes are raking it in on these shorts. These whales or entities or whoever's doing that. The soft 4 thing is well known. I always prefer trend curves instead of the trend lines in crypto. What do you think? Down looking and up looking curves. I don't know what that is, dude. What do you mean? So I always prefer trend curves. So if you're talking about something like this, I'm looking at something like that. I'd say that we're down on the ultimate trend right now. Trying to understand what he means here. I always prefer trend curves instead of trend lines. What do you think? Down looking and up looking. Like flipping the like inversing the chart. There we go. Hype. Give me a little bit more. I see Jason Casper do that. He flips the chart over, and I would say too for that same chart, Ethereum. This looked like it really wanted to, like if we do a curve line here. This is just asking to be blown out. I really thought it might have had the juice, man, just to freaking smash all of these shorts right here. Let's see. What did he say? I think he said he'd be down. I wonder what he's referring to. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Cool. So I'll go to live tonight again with Bits of Wealth, guys. He's a good dude. He's a good analyst. I watch his work. It's 2:35 my time right now. Let's see here. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, follow me on X. Make sure to follow me on X. I think with that being said, guys, I think I'm going to jump off and we can, I'll try to do a scalp and chill. I'm going to be watching my, golly, these lights are bright. That's why I was wearing the shades today, man. I ain't trying to be in the spotlight. I was going to say, I'm going to hold this, trade. I'll go live tonight with Bits of Wise, maybe do a scalp and chill. I'm gonna let this trade ride. Looks like it's just trying to hold right here on my little entry. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Make sure to guys lock it in. Lock in those fees on zoomex, guys. Lock in those fees on zoomex. Get your tier 4, VIP tier 4. Get inside of the Telegram. I hope you guys like the content. Please, if you guys are over on X, please come over to the YouTube. Hit the like. Let's see how many likes do we got here on this video here. What do we got? Looks like I got 0. Perfect. Excellent. I'm doing it right. Got about 25. I tried doing a giveaway yesterday, but nobody wanted to karaoke and send the video in, dude. I was given 1 month free for in the Coliseum. I just needed to hear somebody sing. But all right. You guys have a wonderful day. I will see you guys tonight on the next stream. Peace.